videographer for our wedding 36 years ago. We got married in 1987, and he happens to be the husband of one of my friends from East Palo Alto. We grew up together, and we're just so happy to be here at his 75th birthday, and we know that he loves to walk.
About the same, 36 years, a long time. I still remember meeting him at the wedding. He did a great job videotaping. We still have that, the VCR technology at that time. Now we've got a DVD.
Right.
And every once in a while, I used to love to walk the lake, and I would see Robert walking. I cannot keep up with him, though. Robert walks about, I said, well, I'm walking 10,000 steps a day. Robert's saying, I'm walking 30,000 steps a day. I said, oh, all right. Good for you, Robert. But
Right.
75 years young, and just so happy to be here celebrating his birthday.
Happy birthday, Robert.
Yep.
I'd like to congratulate Robert. Robert, I have known for more years than I can think about. He's a Kappa buddy of mine, Kappa fraternity brother who pledged after me, but shortly thereafter, and we have been really good friends since then. I've been involved with his family, his kids as they've grown up. I've counseled he and counseled his wife and accepted counsel from them. And one of their sons actually worked for me for a period of time, and so I'm very much integrated into the Lang family and the progress that they have made with Robert being at the forefront of all of that. And so I'm immensely proud of Robert, his work as a videography. I can remember when he first started, he made a highly successful business out of it when others were not. And so it really spoke to his ingenuity and his initiative and his imagination and boldness. And those are attributes that I've always respected in him. Many will know that I often spoke at his mother's school, and I did that certainly in tribute to Robert, because that was the nature of his family. It was a giving family. The mother communicated that, and Robert certainly demonstrated that always in terms of how he shared himself with others as well as his family and the community. So I'm very pleased to participate here in the celebration of his 75th birthday. And as I told him, 75th can be tough, but you'll get used to it. It might take a couple years, but you can do it. All right?
Hello, Robert, and I have to say Dana too, because y'all come as a couple. Just wanted to say we are so happy to be here to celebrate your 75th birthday, sending you much love, congratulations, and we'll come back for the 80th and the 85th and the 90th and actually the 100th. So just want to say congratulations, we love you, and so happy to be here celebrating.
Okay. I've been knowing you since we were kids, and I'm very proud of you making it to 75.
Robert Lang, happy birthday. When I think of you and coming to your house, I think of speakers. I remember all of the speakers that we looked at before you ended up buying the ones that you bought. And I also remember you coming over to my house and helping me to buy speakers. But anyway, music, sound, videography are the things that I remember about you in particular, but more than anything, I just want to say how much we love you. We haven't communicated a lot recently, but you still are very much a part of our thinking, and so glad to be here, and thanks for inviting us. Happy birthday, Robert.
Happy birthday, Robert.
Are we going to sing?
No.
No.
With lots of love.
With lots of love.
From both of us.
Ron and Pam.
And The kids, Ryan
Yes.
and Michael. We had some awesome days with Jeffrey and Alexander and Philip. Who am I leaving out?
That's it. 3.
Okay,
Yeah.
3.
Anyway, happy
Yes.
birthday.
Okay. Take care.
Yeah.
Bye.
Happy birthday, Mr. Lang. I told you this in person, but you're looking good for 75. Hopefully there'll be many more birthdays, and I'll try and keep my schedule clear for number 100. And yeah, I appreciate you as a person. You were one of my dad's best friends. He really treasured your friendship. And as far as me and the rest of the family goes, you and Mrs. Lang have always been such great family friends and very hospitable. And I know my parents consider themselves lucky to have your family in our lives. So happy birthday again, and keep on trucking. Is that still a thing? Yeah, keep on trucking. Yeah.
Hi, Robert. It's your baby sister, the baby girl, Marcia. And I am so happy to be here on your 75th birthday because, of course, I've known you all of my life. And the one thing I remember you telling me is that you told me that one day I would look on television and I'd be watching the news and I'd be older than all of the newscasters. And I was just a little girl and I couldn't relate to that. It's true now, but one thing I have to say, you certainly are older than all of the newscasters, but you look better than almost all of them. So I have you as a role model. You know that I kind of kid you about how far you walk versus how far I walk. And although I'm not really kidding, because I tend to believe that if you check your watch and you check mine, I'm still putting in more miles than you are. But I'm just so proud to have you as my big brother. And I know that the other thing you told all of us is that you would live longer than any of us, although you will die first. But you will live a long time, and that will let us know about how long we're going to live. And I always believed everything that Robert told me. So at 75, I know that I've got at least another 15, 20 years based on how you're living life, because you're living it well. Happy birthday.
I got cold.
So happy birthday, Robert. And I'm going to pick up where Marcia started off. As far as the walking, Robert is competitive, I am, and so is Marcia. And when we first started walking, he and I would compare our walking feats and accomplishments. And he and I were talking about how many flights we were doing. And so we kind of live in a hilly area. So for most of the time, I was surpassing him in flights, but not always. But the thing about Robert is he never stopped, and I've kind of dropped off a little bit. So I'm inspired again to get back on the trail. Marcia has not given up. But again, happy birthday. And I'll just say, as far as your personality and the impact you've had on people, it's your intellect. The conversations that you and I have are very invigorating, if I can say that. And you bring a lot of perspective, and we don't disagree at all, but we have a lot to talk about. And so congratulations, and you do look great, and you're an inspiration to all of us who want to live long and be healthy. You are the model.
And beyond and above everything else, we love you more than words can say.
Amen. Hi, Uncle Robert. So let's see. You know, one of the first things I'm thinking about actually is this house, because, you know, my family has moved. We've lived in different houses, but this house has been in my life like for as long as I can remember. So it's one of the few houses that's like, I don't know. It's nice that there's like a house. Yeah, it's nice that there's a house that's, you know, kind of still here, if that makes sense. I don't know. So the other thing is the walking. So I can actually attest to how much Uncle Robert walks because he and I are friends on Fitbit. I'm really fortunate that we're friends on Fitbit. And yeah, he walks about 18,000 steps a day, which, you know, it's quite, I can't hope to, you know, get to that, especially with my, my knee issues now. I'm gonna leave it at that. Okay.
We love you, Robert.
We love you. Happy
We love you,
birthday.
Robert. Happy birthday.